Hey everybody, I am here with my lovely husband Brad, who was the RPIC Master Grower, founder, board member of River Green Thunder Bay Inc. So, Brad, we are here to kind of talk about what happened and you can explain a couple things. I think the best way to start, though, is explain your jobs because I don't think a lot of people know what an RPIC is and all that. So, maybe start there.
Okay. Yeah. The positions are very important in the Cannabis Act and under the Cannabis Act and its regulations. So the two positions that I held were the master grower, which was everything plant based and operations on the growing side of the building, and the RPIC, which was the head representative for the entire building. So I was a point of contact for Health Canada. I was a point of contact for CCI Deloitte. They came to me,
What does an RPIC mean?
responsible person in charge. So in that position. I had to sign off on pretty much anything that was operational towards cannabis on both the administration side and the security
The
side, growing side, everything filed up. I signed off on it, and it was sent in, and it was all put into action under my CTLS clearance.
Can you talk a little bit about the what it takes to get a CTLS clearance and what you guys did to that building?
Well, the CTLS clearance is one of the longest processes in any application because they do a deep dive.
18 months, wasn't it?
It was yeah, I believe
Yeah,
it
it was a
was about
while.
18 months,
Yeah.
and they start with an RCMP background check. So you do your fingerprints, you do all the basic stuff, and then from there it goes to, I believe, CSIS, and they do a deep dive into everything, and that's one of the reasons and how they find their RFIs, requests for information, through the whole process. So it did take 18 months, and that was actually short because I believe we only did 5 or 6
Up.
applications
Yeah.
of just the important positions, just so that we can get going.
Like head of security?
Head of security, the responsible person in charge, master grower, any board members that wanted to be part of that.
Because it's care and control.
It is 100% care and control.
What
Yeah,
does that mean?
it means that you're responsible for anything that happens in there, like criminally or anything else. So I mean, at the end of the day, they want to make sure that you're not corruptible.
Right.
Is one of the reasons why the CTLS takes the longest time.
So it took 2.5 years, $12 million. You guys renovated the building, and that was a huge job because it was 80,000 square feet of bud rooms and 20,000 of admin offices. It would have produced $500 million of weed a year.
It,
That breaks my heart because it was medical weed, and so all those patients didn't get their medicine. So it was just brutal.
yeah, when I designed the facility, the middle floor was the administration. So we, on one side, it was our offices and the company side of things, and then on the other side was our vault, our curing rooms, like the operational side of things. And then I actually put in whole large section at the very end of the building to facilitate Farm and Gate, which was supposed to be Rainy River Cannabis Collective and medical patients and doctors and everything else that was going to go with the company that we founded.
So
So there was an actual section there for that ahead of time.
so you guys got licensed.
We did, yeah.
You had like over 6,000 plants growing, because you are allowed to plant the plants before you're licensed. You just can't put them into bud.
Yeah, or play with them. So the mother plants were pretty unruly.
They were huge.
I filmed them, so there was thousands and thousands of clones on each one of those mother plants.
Yeah. I'll put pictures in the comments.
And but they were ready to go when the license hit, and we could, after I commissioned the rooms, we could start putting plants in.
So what happened 3 months after you were licensed?
The lockout. Basically, I was not playing ball with a lot of the messing around that was going in there because out of
You were the one that was going to go to jail.
yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to
There-
screw around.
There was two people in that entire facility, the head of security and myself, that actually read the regulations and the Cannabis Act in full, and it was referred to daily by the two of us. And as far as I'm concerned, when you take money from investors, you should know what the hell you're talking about. And as founders, what shocked me was the two other founders, because there was three of us. They didn't know what the hell they were talking about. So when I was through this entire process, when I was saying, no, we can't do that, we have to do this, and they would get all up in arms because it wasn't just some company that we were starting up. We had rules that we had to follow. And turns out they didn't mean a damn thing because Health Canada doesn't give a shit one way or the other.
Well, they're trying to protect the fact that they illegally issued the license.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in the next video here.
But at the end of the day, they were getting tired of not being able to run it like a McDonald's, and that's not what we founded. And they would have known that if they would have read the Cannabis Act and regulations. It's very strict. They make it very strict so that the messing around is not going to
Happen.
happen.
Yeah. Otherwise,
But-
you go to jail.
Yeah, well,
In theory.
or fines or whatever. There is consequences for it. And Health Canada is the regulating body, or cannabis compliance. And as the RPIC, I answer to them. If they have any questions, if there's any audits, it starts with calling me up or emailing me. We're coming in at this date. I get everything ready for them. And cross your fingers and hope everything goes well.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to get into the next video here. We're going to try to not make them too long. We're going to break them up. But stay tuned, and we'll get into next Deloitte CCI. So hang tight.